We're pretty sure we found the best hotel in Aruba.
And we can't wait to tell you all about it. Hi, I'm Rico.
And I'm Alex.
And we're on a short trip to Aruba, and we're staying at the Boardwalk Boutique Hotel.
We're gonna cover everything about this resort. We're gonna do a room tour, we're gonna walk you through all of the pools, the spa, and cover all of the perks that you get with staying at this cute little resort. All right, let's get started.
So we took an incredible trip to Aruba this year, and we actually have another video where we cover 12 essential tips for your next vacation to Aruba that you could visit right here. But today we're talking about the Boardwalk Boutique Hotel.
This was a really unique hotel because it's actually made up of 49 little private casitas.
So this is a family-run boutique hotel located in Palm Beach, Aruba.
Starting in January 2025, it's going to be adults only. So to touch on the vibe of the Boardwalk, walking into the lobby felt like taking a deep breath. Right at the end of yoga, when you're doing Shavasana, that's what it felt like to walk into their lobby. It was clean, it was bright, it was air conditioned, and they greeted us with a complimentary glass of champagne, which is always a perk.
Yeah, it was very nice just upon entering the hotel. And you'll see, like, as soon as you drive up to, it's on a former coconut plantation. So there's a lot of that vegetation local to Aruba. There's birds, there's lizards that are local to the island.
It was very magical, like a magical garden setting.
Yeah.
But also very much alive and living and breathing coconut plantation.
Plenty of trees, plenty of flowers. It really adds to the atmosphere and helps you feel a little bit more secluded from the busyness that can be in Palm Beach, Aruba.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, there are only 49 casitas versus the 200 to 300 or more rooms that you would see in some of those mega hotels. And we really liked that. I mean, there was just everything you needed right there on site with a very short walk to the beach.
Yeah, it added to the chill atmosphere. It's also it's very health forward, health focused, and they're big on sustainability too, and that's evident in certain aspects of your room as well.
They really want you to feel super welcomed right away. So as you walk into your casita, there's everything that you need, including a personal hammock outside every casita.
The Boardwalk Boutique Hotel is located in the Palm Beach area, which is on the west coast of Aruba. The hotel is just a 3 to 5 minute drive to the Palm Beach Center, which is where you'll find a lot of just like restaurants and things to do, and you can walk around. It's like a downtown type of area. And
it's also just a 4-minute walk from the beach itself. So we chose to walk nearly every day, but there's also what they call a chichi that you can take. It's just a 1-minute drive.
It's a little shuttle that they have.
A little shuttle. You hop on. I believe it's every hour, every half hour, a 1-minute ride or a 4-minute walk over to their private section of the beach.
Yeah, the ride's definitely helpful if you have like extra things that maybe you're bringing to the beach.
Once you step on the beach, it's beautiful white sand, turquoise waters, really calm area of the beach.
Boardwalk Boutique's beach is located right next to the Ritz Carlton, and it's actually serviced by the Ritz Carlton too. So while you're there, you'll have the folks from Ritz Carlton come over on their segways, and they'll take your order if you want a pina colada or like some appetizers by the beach. You can do that there, and it's a great perk.
Yeah, it is a great perk, and you'll notice the difference between the Boardwalk and some of those larger hotels right when you walk onto the beach. So the Ritz Carlton has hundreds and hundreds of chairs out there. The Boardwalk section of the beach is just, I would say, 20 to 25 small little umbrellas with your private chairs, and you can reserve those through the front desk for free. Let's talk a little about the amenities.
Yeah, so for the amenities, of course, you have free Wi-Fi. Then this is also a gated area, so you'll have free parking available in a gated area if you're concerned about that and that's important to you. That's a nice amenity to have.
It was really nice actually because we rented a car, and so while Aruba's a really safe place, it's always just nice to have that extra level of security. Your pools and everything's going to stay private. So talking a little bit about the pools, there is a main pool that's slightly larger than the other. and it's beautiful. There's hammocks, there's tons of chairs in the shade and in the sun, and
there were a couple like cabana areas, and there were plenty of chairs. I don't think we ever saw people fighting for chairs necessarily.
No, people tend to kind of rotate, and no one's hogging 8 chairs at a time.
They do have a daily happy hour from 3 to 5, so maybe
really
that was when it got the most busy. And we tried to make sure we were there a couple minutes before 3, just to make sure we were settled in before we could order a couple extra pina coladas during the happy hour.
And then there's also a smaller tranquility pool nearby.
You also have a spa available for you. You can get a singles massage, you can get a couples massage. They also do facials, wraps. They would also come to your casita.
Oh, yeah.
And they would give you a massage at your casita if you wanted.
Yeah, and it was really nice because we were able to book things when we got there. It wasn't so booked up that we had to do it 30 days in advance or anything. We were able to book something the day before we wanted it, and it was no problem.
In that same building that you have the spa, you also have the fitness center. It's a small fitness center, but all the equipment that they had was pretty nice. Yeah. They had a Peloton bike and a nice treadmill, and I think they had an elliptical. They had some plyo boxes, dumbbells, a pulley system. They definitely tried to make the most out of the small space that they had for the gym.
Yeah.
And it also included a separate shower in that building too, so you could get a workout in, get a quick shower, and run off to whatever you need to do next.
They do have an emphasis on health and wellness, so they also held yoga classes and some other fitness classes that you could reserve while you were there. They also offered private yoga if you wanted not a group setting.
There was a yoga deck right outside of the fitness center and the spa.
The casitas themselves, I'm going to dive into a little bit of the amenities there.
First of all, the air conditioning was top notch.
Yeah, it was really cold in there. It was really nice.
Which is important if you're staying on Aruba, where if you're familiar at all, it gets really hot.
Yeah, and humid.
Yes, so AC was great. They include coolers for you, yoga mats. So there is a grill at each casita as well if you want to do your groceries. And
there was a grill. There was a full kitchen. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the dining options because there were some really cool options pertaining to your grill and your kitchen then. But I'll mention too, they also gave you beach towels, and you could swap those out at any time throughout the day for fresh ones. So bring your wet ones into the lobby, swap them out, and it was awesome to have dry towels all the time. But they also had tons of space for you to dry your swimsuits, dry your towels. One of our favorite amenities was the freshly brewed iced tea that they left for us every day.
Oh yeah.
It was just like perfectly sweet but not too sweet. It was really, really good.
Yeah, anytime housekeeping would come through, they would leave your freshly brewed iced tea, and it was great.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice extra. There was also an espresso machine in every room, so it was so cute. I think I have footage of it in the tour because it was like Brat Summer Green, Brat Summer Green, Brat Summer Green. It was like lime green, and I loved it. So you could make your coffee right there in your room and not worry about grabbing one while you're out. Of course, I did both, but it was nice to have everything you needed to treat yourself in the morning.
What extra perks do you get from staying at the Boardwalk Boutique Hotel? We talked a little bit about the palapas and chairs, reservations without...
At the beach.
At the beach, yes. So that was actually the reason why we ultimately decided to stay.
Yeah, it was the thing that tipped us over the edge, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to be fighting anyone for...
I know that sounds petty, but we've been there before. We've been to resorts where the resort is beautiful, and then you go out to the beach, you sleep in maybe till 8 a.m. and you walk out to the beach and you're like, we're going to spend the whole day at the beach. And people have been there since 5:30.
Or someone
holding chairs, and there's no chance that they're giving it up until sunset.
Or to walk out at 5:30, leave a shirt on them, and then you can't claim it.
Or it's just the energy is savage. The second somebody gets up, someone's waiting, and they jump on their chair, and it's just not what we wanted on this trip.
But we get it. You gotta be savage in those situations.
Yeah, I
understand. But for us, on this vacation, we wanted to relax, and we wanted to sleep in, and we did not want to stress about that. So that's why we picked this place too.
You could reserve them. And then you go out, and it's all assigned. So you don't have to guess where you're going to be. You just look for your name.
They'll hold it for you until 11 a.m. So once 11 comes around, they'll take out the signs with everyone's names on them, and then it's really just fair game.
Yeah, so You can sleep in, but you can't sleep in that late. Not 11 late.
Another perk is that, so you'll see the beach is located next to a water sports rental place called Velas. So they'll have like stand-up paddle boards, kayaks, things that you can rent from them to just, you know, do something different at the beach if you wanted to.
Yeah, it was cool because while we were there was actually like a windsurfing competition or something. So we saw some people doing that. We didn't get a chance to take lessons, but next time we might. Windsurfing did look fun. It looked hard, but it looked fun.
Yeah, it looked like, well, you get a discount from staying at the Boardwalk Boutique. But we thought about doing the windsurfing, but then we found out it was like a 3-day course that you had to take, and we didn't see that until our last day in Aruba. So maybe next time.
Yeah, definitely a little bit harder to pick up than maybe stand-up paddleboarding or kayaking. As we mentioned in our other video, the tap water in Aruba is safe to drink. So they also gave us water bottles that we could use while we were there and take them home as a souvenir. They had some special packages too, you know, depending on if you're going there for a special occasion, like a honeymoon or...
They had a baby moon package, a romance package.
They even had one for parents who are maybe taking a special trip, just them too. All of those packages have their own specific perks. Their website is really descriptive and helpful. Let's talk about the dining option. So there was an on-site restaurant called Coco Cafe that was pretty central to all the casitas. They had vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free options, and that's actually something that we look for because there's a lot that you go through when you travel, and sometimes it helps to eat something a little bit more anti-inflammatory or healthy.
Right.
So it was really great to know, like, we didn't have to worry at this hotel, like, if you have a gluten allergy, if you aren't drinking, if you have some sort of special diet, they would do everything they can to like make sure you feel super safe, and that was such a weight off of our shoulders.
Yeah, and even for like the non-vegan options, you could tell that everything was made with like fresh ingredients, local ingredients from the island.
Some of our favorites from this restaurant were, they had some amazing sweet potato fries. I think they were like Greek inspired. They had some really great acai bowls that we had in the mornings.
Yeah, I also tried the red snapper. That was really good. Eggs Benedict with salmon. we went to the cafe a lot.
The food was really good. We were nearby to other restaurants, but it was really convenient to have this on-site restaurant because we could just pop over there and grab a snack or eat a full meal, and they'll also deliver food to your casita. You could order everything you need to grill, including all of the supplies for the grill, all of the food that
the charcoal.
And the meat would already be marinated, and they had vegetables and like dessert and appetizers that all came together, and then all you had to do was, you know, put your mains on the grill and you'd be good to have like a full party basically outside on your deck.
And also, with this being on a former coconut plantation, we were able to get fresh coconut water out of a coconut. So that was pretty fun.
That was really fun too. And all of their cocktails were really good.
Yes.
Like I had a kiwi cocktail that was like interesting. Something I've never had before. I don't know if I would order it every time, but it was definitely cool to like try.
It was cool to try different ones because like we said, I mean, you could tell even like in the drinks that they were using kind of fresh ingredients, fresh fruit.
Right. So things weren't sickly sweet like they might be. Like the kiwi drink I had was like very, very tart.
I was going to say, out of all the drinks we tried, though, my favorite was still the
pina
house
colada
pina colada.
Definitely, really, really good.
We're going to take you back to Aruba, where we'll give you a full tour of our casita that we stayed in. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. All right, guys, this is our tour of the Boardwalk Boutique Hotel. This is a 1-bedroom casita. Here on the outside, you can see we have a hammock over there for some lounging. So immediately as you walk inside, you can see we have the kitchen and the dining area.
So the water is actually safe to drink in Aruba, tap water. So they give us a bottle of tap water each day, but we can also fill it up at the sink and keep it cold. And then some of their freshly brewed iced tea.
Yeah, and the iced tea is really good, and it's refilled daily when room service comes in.
This this hotel is really great about being eco-friendly. So they have a compost bin for you, trash and recycling. And then we've got one of my favorite new features that I'll definitely be asking for our next house. A dishwasher. That looks like a cabinet. And then under here we've got a microwave, pots and pans, and then a cooktop. And then over here we've got an espresso machine, so you can make lattes or espresso, along with tons of pods to use with that, sugar and cream, and then tons of tableware and utensils.
Here we have your glasses or cups. Blender.
Everybody needs a blender in case you want to make your own margaritas, your own pina coladas.
Exactly. And that's the ventilation for.
This is the ventilation, don't worry about it.
The stovetop, some AC. Plenty of windows for light to come through. Instructions on how to use the hotel app. That's pretty handy for ordering food and learning about just different information about the hotel. They do have the same outlets that we use in the US and USB. So you've got a couple options. You don't have to have an adapter. Here in the bathroom, we have a full-length mirror.
Towel hooks, sometimes we're missing those. It's really nice to have because, and you can always dry your towels outside too, but it's nice to have these in the bathroom.
So you have a closet here, you got some robes, and
And a safe and drawers.
safe.
They also give a cooler in case you'd like to take a cooler with you to the beach.
And a yoga mat.
They also provide insect repellent. There's quite a bit of vegetation here. We also brought with us some bracelets that you can get on Amazon. It's just essential oils that keeps the bugs away.
We like to see that there's plenty of toilet paper.
Yeah.
There's plenty of
4 extra rolls. No way we'll go through all that.
Right. I hope not.
If you are planning a trip to Aruba, we did make another video of 12 things that you need to know before your next trip, and definitely some things that we wish we knew before going. So make sure you check that out over here as well. As for our final thoughts for staying at the Boardwalk Boutique, what do you think?
I thought it was really unique. It was a hotel that I've never really gotten that same vibe from anywhere else. And I don't know, the vibe can really do a lot for your trip. The second we walked out and like, you could hear the birds and you could hear the water trickling around, and then you walked in and our casita was just like beautiful and everything was just like,
Yeah, it definitely helped you relax. And I mean, if we book another trip to Aruba, it's going to be hard to move away from the Boardwalk Boutique.
no, we're not. We're going to stay there.
I think,
No, I would not stay anywhere else. No. There's just so many pros. The private section of the beach, the on-site restaurant, the casita, the comfy bed, everything was just like, I would definitely stay here again.
Alright, so that concludes our video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a few things about the Boardwalk Boutique Hotel as you're planning your next trip for Aruba. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and travel content.
Yeah, and if you end up going to the Boardwalk Hotel, please let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you and hear all about your experience there too.
Or even if you have another hotel that you personally enjoyed in Aruba.
Yeah, if you ride or die for someone else, let us know
Let
that
us
too,
know.
because I would be interested to check them out, but it's gonna take a lot to convince me to move away from this one.
Maybe we'll have to make a video where you stay at Boardwalk and I stay at the other one and we're comparing.
Okay.
We'll see.
Alright, well stay tuned for that video next time we go to Aruba. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.